I first ran afoul of the Holy Ghost on a sweltering summer evening in 1969 at Shiloh Missionary Baptist Church in Port Allen, Louisiana. Sunday night service was in full gospel swing. I was about 3 years old, restless and grumpy on my grandmother's lap, worn out by a long day of trying to be good. My mom, Catherine, and my grandmother, Mommy, dragged me and my sisters, Lisa and Ema, to Southern Baptist services every Sunday morning at 7:45. After church was fellowship and family time, with cookies in the church kitchen and over-the-top Sunday soul food at my aunt's house. Then we went to Sunday school. There was some respite in the afternoon, but in the evening, we went to another revival-type service that thundered on into the night, with Reverend Isaiah Warner exhorting righteousness and the choir singing salvation. Services began in the parking lot. That's where the congregation did their congregating. We all gathered outside while the piano and organ players warmed up in the sanctuary. This was an era of musical genesis. The traditional music of the American Black church had given birth to this fresh, distinctive thing called funk. And funk returned the favor, bringing its raw energy home again. You'd hear gospel standards like Jesus on the Main Line, alongside Billy Preston's That's the Way God Planned It. The driving rhythms and infectious harmonies were built for inclusion, everybody in. The matriarchs of Shiloh gathered under the muggy southern sky, wafting paper fans printed with pictures of Mahalia Jackson, JFK, or Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. They wore voluminous dresses that looked and smelled like flower gardens, and most of them had white lace doilies bobby-pinned on the top of their stiffly sprayed hairdos. As they nodded and greeted one another, those doilies bobbed like white lilies on the breeze. Mommy wore a hat with tulle netting and alligator shoes that matched her purse. Mom was always dressed to the nines. Lena Horne audacity meets Chanel boucle. Her tailored suit would be covered by a choir robe as soon as she got inside. But out in the parking lot, ladies would elbow Lisa and Ema and say, "Girl, your mama. You know she can rag." When the deacons opened the door, Mom went off to join the choir. Mommy collected her program and led Lisa, Ema, and me to our usual pew up front, close to the choir side, so Mom could see us from her place in the alto section and shrivel us with harsh looks as needed. Hot, anticipatory energy vibed like an orchestra, tuning until suddenly everyone fell into rhythm. The organ created a runway, and the ushers came in, ladies in white suits with white gloves, stepping in sync. 1 foot forward, tap, step, tap, swinging side to side with the music. Then the chorus came in from the back, followed by the choir, and by this time we were all on our feet, singing, stomping, and clapping on the backbeat. Jesus on the Main Line, tell him what you want. That was my mom's favorite. It got everybody riled up. I guess you'd call Shiloh a charismatic or spirit-filled church. We weren't full Pentecostal holy rollers, no snake handling or speaking in tongues, but there was plenty of shouting, weeping, and hand-waving. Lisa and Ema giggled and whispered back and forth about whose hairpiece might go flying. No lie, we had seen it happen and were eager to see it again. By the time Reverend Warner came in, it was like Elvis entering the building. He made his way to the pulpit, larger than life in his flowing vestments.